How are you?
Good. How are you?
You know, there are no signs.
Yeah, the police have already spoke with me, and they know I'm here. I told them I'm protesting its unconstitutional rule. I said I'm not here to scream and yell and fight. I'm here to be peaceful, walk around with my sign. So they are aware. They stopped me about 10 seconds after I walked in the door.
Who did you talk to?
I didn't get his name. He was just the officer who was standing outside the door.
One of the
LPD, I think it was.
Light blue.
Light blue, yeah. Was that Capitol Police?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that must have been who I spoke with. They caught me like about 10 seconds after I walked in the door. I didn't get too far. But so they are aware. I'm here to protest that very thing along with the other bills that have passed that not too many people are happy with. So I've only been to the Capitol a couple times, so I'm just kind of walking around. Battle Creek. Yeah. So.
Is this first time in the Capitol?
Well, my second. I was here during one of the rallies and stuff last month. So, yeah. So I'm just never really been around the Capitol much. So,
well, you know, welcome.
Seems like there's a lot of events going on. What's all going on today? You don't know. You only work here. You don't know.
You know, usually if it's, you know, something that's happening out front or anything like that,
So how do you get to the first floor rotunda? Because I totally passed that part.
I mean,
like down there, we're there.
That's actually the first floor. You're on the second floor.
Okay, I took the elevator up then.
The floor that you come in on was the ground floor.
So I have to go to the first floor. I skipped it. I went to the second. I gotta go to one.
Yeah. That's one.
Okay. Alrighty.
You're actually on the second floor.
Okay. Well, thank you. And this isn't meant, like I said, to cause any trouble or anything.
Yeah.
The police are already.
I have to ask you to leave.
The police are already aware. I'm here to protest that very thing.
Here's our procedures.
And you know what? I have the Constitution in my purse, and those are unconstitutional.
No.
Yes, they are.
So every rule.
I didn't say every rule.
Every rule.
Did I say that, sir? I said the rule about not allowing people in here with signs is unconstitutional.
No.
I have a copy of the Michigan Constitution, the Supreme Court ruling, and
you can have freedom of speech outside.
I can have freedom of speech here. This is people's house. This is public.
But these procedures.
Well, the police are here.
What's your first name?
My name is Autumn Smith. I'm not here to lie or anything.
I think Steve's just trying to explain something.
He knows. I spoke to him on the phone a month ago. You're the director here, are you not?
That's right.
And I told you about this, and you sent me a PDF file of those very rules.
That's right. And
just because it's in PDF file does not mean it's legal, sir. Just because it's in PDF file does not mean it's legal.
So every one of these, Autumn.
I did not say everyone. I said freedom of speech.
No,
I said the one about freedom of speech. No, I have this right. Sir, yes, I do.
When we put these procedures together to save the building from protecting from signs and everything, that was all put in with everything else.
Let me just tell you this. signs have been ruled political speech under the Supreme Court.
That's right, and you can do that outside of the...
And when you are in a public building such as this, they're considered political speech.
Except for when we have procedures in effect.
Therefore, not when your procedures are unconstitutional. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree, sir. You do what you have to do.
I'll have to remove you from the building. You need to leave.
Or take your sign outside and you can come back in.
Yep. There.
Okay.
This is unconstitutional. I'm going to stand here. If you need to give me a ticket or whatever, it's going to be peaceful. I'm not here to, if you need to arrest me, it'll be the most peaceful arrest you ever made. I just ask that you respect and give me the same respect I've given you. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not here.
We are giving you respect.
No, you're taking away my First Amendment right. You're taking away my First Amendment right. Just because you have that in a flyer does not mean it's legal, sir. That's what I'm here to protest. That's part of why I'm here. The very reason I'm here to protest is that reason. That rule is unconstitutional. I have a copy of the Michigan Constitution, and I could point out in there where it's also unconstitutional.
That's fine.
The U.S. Constitution, the Supreme Court ruling.
Sorry, not one of the bills.
Snyder versus Phelps. They ruled that signs in a public place peacefully are considered political speech. So, I mean, we can agree to disagree, and you're doing your job, I'm doing mine as a citizen.
Right,
so
we're going to have to ask you to.
Well, I'm going to have to stay because I'm not going to leave on my First Amendment right. That you guys are already the governor's already stripping enough rights from the citizens, and I'm not going to have this right stripped from me either. So I'm not doing anything. I'm walking around with a sign, which is my First Amendment right. So I'm going to have to, respectfully decline to leave because this is democracy here, and there's no democracy's non-negotiable. Sorry. So.
Well, let me ask you.
Yes, sir.
I understand what you're saying. Okay. Maybe it'd be better if we just step down on the ground level and talk about it. You said that you wanted.
I have freedom of speech on this level.
You're not talking about your freedom of speech.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. I'll go anywhere. I'll go anywhere, but I mean, I have freedom of speech here. I have freedom of speech downstairs. I'm not in anybody's private office. I'm not in any place that I'm not supposed to be. So we can go downstairs and talk about it, but it's not going to change my mind. So if you'd like to relocate, then fine.
Yeah, let's put on the ground level. Okay, it's a lot quieter on the ground level than.
Oh, you don't want people to hear that your rules here are unconstitutional?
It's a lot easier for us to hear you and you to hear us.
No, that's
Okay, right here. Right here. Unless you prefer the stairs.
Elevator works for me.
It's just a lot easier to hear. You said respectful, all right?
I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not cussing. I'm not jumping and yelling and hitting and fighting or anything.
Sometimes, okay, try as people must. It gets louder, and in the rotunda, it just gets so loud with the clapping.
Well, technically, I have the right to even yell and scream in the rotunda if I would like to.
We know, we've been through that already, and we give people the right to voice and drive scream.
You give me the right to voice but not carry a sign, which is silent. You just are asking me to be quiet, which I was walking around quietly with the sign. So you guys are contradicting yourself. I'm just a little confused.
No.
Would you rather me go down there and yell and scream?
No.
I was trying to be respectful because I did see that you guys had some events going on also.
All right, but
You got any idea?
I sure do. You guys are pretty quick, man. You got me 10 seconds after I walked in the door. I thought I'd at least be able to be here for a little while.
Well, there's been a lot of things going on with signs and cameras, and we've got
Well, I made sure mine was not on a stick. I made sure there's no staples in it.
the whole thing
That,
says
you know.
no signs.
Look, ma'am, I'm in ground floor rotunda of the Capitol. A copy of file, please.